Hey YouTube, how's it going? Buster here. Hopefully this will be back on my weekly videos. Still not in my guitar room, still doing stuff to that. Once that's sorted, I'll be back in there doing videos, standing up, playing my guitar and stuff. So, as I said, last video, this will be about the 3 Mexican P basses that I've got, my 3 Amigos as I'll call them. All of these will be played through the Tracy Elliott GP12 SMX, made in the UK, bass head. Settings, don't ask, I don't know, I just play about them till they sound nice and I leave it at that, so I don't really change that. That plays through the 1x15 Tracy Elliott, which is underneath it. I could play it through that on its own, but I've got it linked up to another 2x12 over here Tracy Elliott as well. So that's what I'll be playing through. These basses that I've got, I'm going to show you them in reverse. The reverse of when I got them. So I will show you the oldest one first, but I got that last. You know what I mean? And then the 2021 was the first one I got. So I'm going to show you them in reverse, what I got them, but age-wise, going from the oldest to the youngest. Confusing, I know. Yeah, just confused myself there. So, first one I'm going to show you is this one. I swapped this for the Squire TB Telecaster bass, not the one that looked like a Telecaster, the one with the Telecaster shaped headstock, Fender wide range, 3-tone sunburst. The guy that I swapped this from had this from brand new, bought it from McCormick's, and the only thing that he did to it was put a high mass bridge on it. The only thing I've did to it is change the scratch plate and change the strings. That's it. So this is all in the locking strap-ons. But apart from that, it's all stock from '96. Pots in it are just general 250k pots. Jack, don't know, it's got one of the kind of small brown capacitors in it. Yeah, rosewood fretboard. It's got the clay, fake clay dot inlays. It's got a rosewood skunk stripe. Back plate's blank. On the headstock, it's got what they call on the website that I tried to look up about the logos. They say this is like the CBS logo when CBS bought Fender. They kept that right up to probably 2003, pretty much. It's quite strange because I've got all the basses that when they all sort of started changing, which is quite strange. It's just been the luck that I've got. 2003 they changed the logo and they've got it to, they call that the transition logo, and then they've now changed it to the spaghetti logo, which apparently is Leo Fender's signature, sort of. So yeah, this is basically bog standard. This has got a popular body, maple neck, rosewood fretboard, machine heads are exactly the same, and that's it. So this is the oldest P bass that I've got, but the last one I got is the Mexican ones. So like here, this is the tone all the way up, all the way on, volume all the way up. I don't really want to change the pots, I want to keep the pots kind of original and keep them that way as long as I can before I have to change them, so I'll just keep spraying the contact cleaner on them until they actually give up the ghost. So turn all the way off. So why I've been offered to swap with this is because it looks like Sylvester bass. That's why like it. And when I do, I'm kind of strange that way. When I play bass, when I pick up the bass, if I pick up this, I'll play Sex Pistols. So I'm kind of that way. I pick up my white one, I play Ramones. So yeah. But yeah, love this bass. As it says, the oldest one I've got, but the last one that I bought. Really lovely bass, feels nice, C-shaped neck, very rounded shoulders onto the fretboard. Lovely bass. Yeah, that's it. Standard pot, standard pickups, standard pots, standard capacitor. I measured the pickups before I did this. These are kicking out at 11k, so these are the highest. These are the highest output P-bass pickup I've got out of the three. This is 26 years old, and if you look at it, you wouldn't think it was 26 years old. I think the guy bought it and just hung up in his wall. Yeah, lovely bass, lovely bass. Don't see me getting rid of this at all. Right, so next one. This is used to be called Tobacco Sunburst. They don't call it that anymore. It's called Three-Tone Sunburst. I want to watch with this bass. I told you a story before. I bought the white P-bass and I wanted another P-bass with a rosewood neck, so I went into Guitar in Glasgow. And I said I'm looking for an P-bass, second hand, gave them a budget, didn't have anything in the shop, but I looked on the website, there was one in Camden Town, this one. Didn't even see pictures of it, nothing. Just said, I'll take it, there's the money, ship it to my house. Done. This turned up. And oh, what a surprise I had. This is a really lovely bass. And it's ash body, solid ash body, one piece. And like I was saying about my last video about the bike guitar, you're paying 1,300 quid for a guitar and it's got a two-piece body. This brand new at the time, when it came out brand new, it was like 450, 500 quid, one piece ash body. Lovely neck, rosewood again, this pre-band, same as the one I showed you before. The only issue that it's got with it is some of the finish up here's starting to come off. Not noticeable. See the logo, as I said the logo, this is called the Transition logo. Black outline silver. The Fender US would be gold on that. So this is a 2003, this one was 1990, sorry, 1996, 97, 26 years old. This is 19 years old. Yeah, so what I've did to it. So on the jazz bass that I've got, the shafts that you put the strings in are shallower or shorter when you put them through the headstock. And this had a typical P-bass issue. You hit the string, the A string buzzed. It's down to the break angle, the neck, break angle of the string. So what I did was I took the two shallow shafts off of jazz and swapped them with this and put them on that. So if you look at that, that's got longer shafts on the last two, shorter shafts on there. That's solved that problem. Fitted a high mass bridge, which same again, the bridge that came off this went onto the jazz bass. This got the high mass bridge. This, I've not done anything to the electrics, but when I opened it up to change the scratch plate, because I changed the scratch plate of this, I think it was white, I think. This has got US made pickups, CTS pots and a switchcraft jack. The CTS pots are dated to round about the same as this, and there's dates on this, and it's 2003, 2004 on the pickups as well. So either whoever's bought this 2003, 2004's upgraded the pickups to US Fender ones, or it came out the factory like that. Same again with the logo. When I looked up the logo, I looked up this 2003, and there was a website that I looked on, and they basically said, what they said was, at the time of these guitars were getting made, some even Stratocasters, Telecasters and stuff like that from Mexico, some of them were getting made in the US factory and then shipped back to the Mexican factory, getting the logos put on the headstock and shipped out as made in Mexico, because you couldn't keep up with the demand. Don't know how true that is. I'd like to think that, but this, I don't care if it says Mexico there or not. This is a lovely bass, plays amazing, one piece ash body, love it. And I'll show you, I mean, you can see, I'll show you the camera, you can see there's no joins or anything in that. You see the marble and the ash underneath the finish. So there's no join. So this is a nice bass. Yeah, this has got an orange drop cap in it. I fitted the orange drop cap, but that's how I know as well. That's CTS pots and they're dated. So that's all I've did to it. This is 19 years old. Measured the pickups, these came out at 9.5. So play the same kind of wee lick that I played on the first one. So that was tone all the way on, tone all the way off. Pickup basses that just seem to play certain styles of music with that bass. So this would be like kind of jam. Yeah, lovely bass. This is a lot heavier than the other two. So yeah, lovely bass, 2003, 2004, solid dash body, maple neck, real rosewood fretboard, changed the two machine heads, original pickups, original but US, Fender US ones, CTS pops from the same kind of era, and jack. I'd like to think that story would be true, that this is basically made in the US factory but got Mexico logo, but internet, that's subject to truth, isn't it, at the end of the day, so I don't know. But I don't care, I love this bass, love it. So, 19 years old, 19 years old, 2003, 2004, Mexican P-Bass. So last but not least, this is the white P-Bass. I got this for a steal as well. Obviously Ramones fan, white P-Bass came up for sale with a maple fretboard. Originally the guy wanted $550 for it, I think, then it went down to $5 and $450, and I eventually got it for 400 quid, but technically I never paid 400 quid for it because I bought 2 guitars for 50 quid each, done them up and sold them for a lot more. So when I sold them, I bought this, and what I made on the other 2 basses, it bought me the new Tone Rider 70 style pickups. These are 10.10 when I checked them on the meter. It bought me the 6-string supplies, pre-made P-Bass pots, so obviously configuration, so these CTS pots, Switchcraft, and got a PIO cap in it, which is basically a kind of modern day, a modern arms drop cap, and the black scratch plate. So I basically made my own DD rolling bass, but I love it. The thing is, I wouldn't buy a DD Ramon bass now because they're made in Mexico. Most signatures are made in Mexico, believe it or not, apart from Duff McKagan's, because his was originally a Japanese bass originally, Japan made it. But Roger Waters' signature, it's made in Mexico. BD Ramones made in Mexico. A few other, is that Martin Friedman or not? His is made in Mexico, and you get a Squire version of his as well. But the difference between the DD one and this is got a 70 style logo, and then the bigger Fender precision bass on the headstock. It's also got an egg plate saying DD Ramon on it as well. That's it. Apart from that, obviously it comes with standard pickups. So yeah, high mass bridge on it. Love the bass, love it. And it started my obsession with P-basses, a Fender Mexican. I've got 3 that I like, so I think my next one is definitely a Japanese one, I think, definitely. Then a made in the US or whatever comes first. So I'll let you hear this. Seeing me like I played in all 2. Give me a second, I'll go and find my tuner. In fact, I'll tune it over there. Give me 2 seconds. I know I should have tuned this up. I was messing about with it. Earlier. I was messing about with it earlier and I ended up hanging up to the tune. Yeah, so that's my first. I got my obsession with made in Mexico basses. So and after that, I got the other 2. So now I'm happy with the made in Mexico ones. I'm going to try and get a made in Japan one, and I'm going to get a made in the US. And then I can physically, me personally, I can tell the difference between them. Oh, no, I dropped my guitar there. So, yeah, so I should be in tune now. I was messing about earlier. it says. This one, white 2020, older body this one. This is only 2 years old, this. CTS box, switchcraft, jack, Tone Rider, 70s style pickups, PIO cap. That's got braided wire and everything. This, because when I bought it, it was like 46 quid just for the 2 CTS box switchcraft already pre-wired with the cap in it. Tone Rider pickups, I think were like 36 quid or something. And scratch plate. The pickups from this are actually in that base, so that's where they are. That's about it. That's it. So this is my kind of CG Ramon, DD Ramon base that I use. Yeah, lovely. The other differences as well was this has got all Fenders now have this F logo neck plate. The other ones are blank. Yeah, excellent bases. I like them. I definitely like them. This has got a nice kind of flame maple headstock. There you go. That's that. That's the, you call it the spaghetti logo. So that's my 3 Amigos. Love them. So yeah, I was watching another video the other day. We were talking about prices going up. So I got this, it was only 6 months old, so I've had this probably about, nearly a year and a half now I've had this. It's 6 months old, I've still got the tags and everything that came with it. So when this was brand new back in 2020, these were £650. They went up last year to £750, and according to this video I watched last night, they're going up to £850. That's nearly an American Fender rate. Second hand, you can get one of these now for, it used to be £450, because that's what I paid for this. I paid £450 for this and £400 for this. Selling this second hand now, even with the damage on the bottom, you're talking 550, 600 quid for the white one, and then you're talking about the same for this one. And these are rare, these, because what I also found out as well is when you buy, because obviously the rosewood ban, when you buy one of these with a rosewood fretboard, you're technically not getting a rosewood fretboard or even an India Laurel. They're actually, what they're doing is dyeing the maple to look like rosewood, so it's still a maple neck fretboard. The only difference is that the maple ones are one piece maple necks. The maple and maple dyed maple fretboard is 2 piece. That's it. So yeah, lovely bases. I wouldn't knock them because they are, for the price, and going back to the video I did last week about the bike guitar, if you could buy 2 of these for the same price you're buying for a bike guitar, and this is definitely a better quality bass. I wouldn't knock them, definitely wouldn't knock them. Nice basses. Yeah, love them. There's something, must be, that was solder in there, I think. Yeah, that's it, my 3 Amigos. So yeah, that's my next, when I can afford it, I'm going to try and get myself a Japanese P-bass. I probably won't care what colour it is. I will be looking for a certain colour. It'll be whatever I can get for the price that I've got, or the money that I've got. Then a US Fender, I know I can get a second hand one, a second hand 2021 that basically looks like this, except it's got a string through body and double string bridge for about 1,100 quid. I think maybe cheaper depending if anybody's dropped it or not. yeah, but until then, I'm happy with the ones I've got. As I said, I've joined this punk band. I'm getting a chance to actually practice with a band, and I tend to use this because it is a lot of Sex Pistols and some Clash stuff and that we do. So I tend to use this one. And I don't know why. See, if I stop playing it, I played it all day yesterday, and it just crackles. But see, once I start playing it, that crackle goes away. That's all the way. Yeah, so C-shaped neck, C-shaped neck, and then this one's got a modern C-shape. But when you're standing playing it, it digs into your fingers and kind of hurts your fingers. So I prefer playing this. I can play this for a lot longer. Standing up, especially how low that you play it. So your wrist as they get so. Yeah, so there you go. My 3P basses, I love them. You either love them or hate them. They're like Mexican basses, you love them or hate them. I love them. So yeah, don't knock them till you try them. For the money these days, yeah, they're definitely good quality basses for the money I pay. So yeah, there you go. It's going to get to that point where the Squires are going to be the same, enough the same price as the P basses, the Fenders. Makes sense. So it is what it is. So don't know what I'm going to do next week. I'll think of something, and when I do, I'll do it next week, next Sunday. So have a nice week, guys. That's me back. Carry on.